Hey guys, I wanted to make another video to update everybody with the fuel system since I haven't made one in a while. I got it dialed. I ended up machining my own fuel rails on my drill press and then ran a 38-gallon single rear tank, built my own hanger. I'll include some photos of that as well for the fuel pump, but installed a Aeromotive 450 liter per hour pump. I ran 8 AN feed lines to a Aeromotive regulator and then a 6 AN return. So the feed line wise into each rail and then to the regulator, and then a single return line back to the single tank. So I had dual tanks before. Now I'm running the single 38-gallon tank. Just got it from O'Reilly's. It's like part number FT456, I think. But I'll include it in the description below. But basically swapped to a single tank so I could run one big fuel pump, and then built my own fuel hanger with the factory sending unit for the fuel level gauge to mount the 450 liter per hour pump in the 38-gallon tank, and it works perfect. Used all JIGs fuel, the fuel line with the synthetic braided hose, and then all the JIGs free flow, high flow fittings. It worked fantastic. But here I'll flip the camera around and show you guys what I'm talking about. So there's the Aeromotive regulator. I built a little bracket to hold it on right in there, and there's so much junk on this engine, but kind of see the fuel rails in there, how they're mounted. This is my electronic boost controller, and the other side you can see the rail back in there. So completely built my own rails, ran my own lines, and I'll include some photos to show you guys. But they turned out pretty darn good. There's a little bit of a tight spot right there, but I just used a 45 to get it around, snake it around in here. I can adjust the fuel pressure super easy. This is the gauge, electronic gauge to the Mega Squirt and to my gauge on my A-pillar. I'll crawl underneath and show you guys. Okay, so we're underneath the truck now. Here's the single tank, kind of dark. That relay right there is the hot wire kit, so it runs 14.7 volts right off my alternator straight to the fuel pump. It's getting plenty of juice. Had to bend the frame just a little bit to get the lines up in there, and then I routed the fuel lines around kind of the factory way. I got a mount for my fuel filter, but right now it's a zip tied. Using an Aeromotive filter, but it's not the Aeromotive housing, it's just a cheap Chinese housing, but it fits the Aeromotive filter inside of it, so it's a way to kind of save some money. This is the JIGs fittings, and then the lines run up along here, along there, and then up to the rails. So it works fantastic, no leaks. I'm very happy. Yeah, that 38-gallon tank's a monster, but it fit in there no problem. So with the 450 liter per hour pump, it's huge. It puts out a ton of fuel, but I have enough fuel to run the E85. I have enough injector to run the E85. So that was the plan at some point, but I'm definitely not running out of fuel now like I was before. Fuel pressure responds almost immediately with boost, and it climbs with boost. It's all 1-to-1, just like it should be. So a lot of fuel, more than I need. My injectors I haven't revved it out completely all the way, but I'm hitting about 70% injectors, so it's making good power. I mean, fuel injector calculator says I'm probably making 650-ish, so at the flywheel anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a drive. All right, well, it's the next day. Yesterday was raining, so I tried to go for a drive, and it was just raining. I couldn't get any traction. It was pointless, and then my GoPro quit on me. So going for a drive today, just warming the truck up in the driveway here. I got the up and running here. We're just idling, Set it. EGO corrections kind of working at idle here, but we're idling right around 14.0, 900 RPM idle. Things are looking good. Just warming it up. Overboost. Shit. Woo! Alright, I'm going to load my other tune. That one was a little too spicy. Alright, so the last video I did, the way it ended kind of abruptly, I had bumped up the ignition timing a couple degrees more than I should have. So on the previous video, I hit boost cut on my first pull. The second pull, I got into a little bit, it backfired. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but something, it broke up a little bit. So I pulled the timing back out of it, back to where it was, and then adjusted my fuel a little bit more. Also adjusted the boost controller sensitivity down because I was hitting, like, way overshooting my target boost, about 8 psi, and I was like way overshooting it. So I adjusted those, and we should be good to go now. And I've driven it since then. Went to Costco and bought a new phone for my wife, and it seems to be fine. So we'll see. spacebar, it makes a mark in the data log, so I know where to go back and look. She's doing good, doing real good. Spinning the tires at 60 on dry pavement. I'm happy with that. That single Walbro or Aeromotive 450, man, that thing just rips. No lack of fuel. Fuel climbs with boost. My VVD map just responds exactly the way it's supposed to. Oh, I'm stoked. Just cruising along, 14.5 AFR. I'm running E10 with an octane booster, 92 octane, and then an octane booster, so the 104 octane booster, just to be safe. But now that I've taken the timing out of it, it's running much better. So I got a little too aggressive and greedy, but spinning the tires to 60 with low timing, I'm happy with that. Like, it's, once I get it on a dyno, I can try to dial it in a little more, but I'm real happy with this. We got a trailer stuck up ahead of us, so we're probably not going to be able to get on too much. Boost control, you're doing a great job. Temps 173. We've been ripping on it pretty good here. Intake air temps at 82. And it's not that warm out today. It's 61, so I'm about 20 degrees over ambient. And that's mostly due to my front bumper. I need to build a better bumper or get more flow in that intercooler, because it's about half of the intercooler is blocked off right now, and then my air filter is sucking hot air from under the hood, so I need to build a box for it, get some duct work done or something to route it up in there better. Even these half throttle pulls, it just shoots up to 8 psi like it's nothing. I mean, 8 psi at 2,000 RPM. Alright guys, that's it for today. Truck's running awesome. Scared the crap out of myself earlier, but we're good to go now. So yeah, the computer's doing what it's supposed to, trimming out the fuel. AFRs are right where I want them. Can't really see it. Fuel pressure's solid. I'm on diesel right now, so the fuel pressure's only 29. But yeah, it's a ripping. I'm happy. Thanks for watching.